I haven't seen this one yet. This was I mean, it's still a big fight, especially since it's happening in Ireland. But it was officially announced about 2 hours or so ago that Carl Frampton is going to be taking on Nonito, the Filipino Flash, Donaire, April the 21st in the SSE Arena in Belfast. We're going to be covering that fight. We're working on getting you coverage for the press conference, the media workouts, etc., etc., etc. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Even though we're working on covering the fight, we could still use some help. If you're interested in helping out in any way, shape, or form, then remember, these press events take place in the daytime. So it'll be about noon your time. It'll be a media workout or a press conference, even the weigh-in. And also, you have to make sure you're a respectable individual and you're responsible, because when you're doing this type of stuff, remember, you are going and interacting with world champions, former world champions, and multi-millionaire celebrities, right? So you must act accordingly, or you don't want to end up on TV looking like a dickhead. But anyway, TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Carl Frampton is 24-1 with 14 KOs. As you know, he's only lost to Leo Santa Cruz. He's got a really respectable resume, but as of late, he has not looked good. Now, looking at his resume from the Kinko Martinez 2 fights, even Chris Avalos was a very good fight back then. Alejandro Gonzalez, rest in peace. This was his a fight here on free television in the United States. He didn't look too good, even though he got the win. Big fight right here against Scott Quigg. He started to slow down late. And that's an issue I worry about when it comes to Carl Frampton, because you notice later on in fights, he starts to, get on the ropes too much. Now, this was at 122 pounds, and he's starting to have that same issue at 126. We saw that with the Leo Santa Cruz second fight and with Horatio Garcia. And Nonito Donaire is better than Horatio Garcia, right? So he fought Leo Santa Cruz twice. He's been trying to get Leo Santa Cruz to come over to Ireland. The rumors were that Leo Santa Cruz's father was like, nah, we're not trying to go over there. Also, he's left his promoter and signed with a new promoter in Frank Warren and with a new network basic with BT Sport Boxnation. And my understanding is that he is still with Al Heyman and he is doing well. Now, there's some type of lawsuit that's brewing between Carl Frampton and Shane and Barry McGuigan, Shane being the trainer, son of Barry McGuigan, Cyclone Promotions. So something's going on right there, and of course it all boils down to money, right? So Nonito Donaire, even though he had that loss against Jesse Magdaleno, Nicholas Walters, and what Nicholas Walters was too big for him, and that loss to Guillermo Rigondeaux. Outside of that, being 35 years old and all, yes, that is a factor, but in this day and age, 35 years old is not old in boxing. But he is still a legitimate threat. Nonito Donaire should not be played with. Carl Frampton can lose this fight. This is not no cherry pick. Nonito Donaire, even though this fight right here, I heard with this Ruben Garcia Hernandez fight that he didn't look too good. I didn't get to see the fight, because it wasn't televised, and it's hard to find footage on it, or watchable footage that's not in the arena footage. But this fight right here, he didn't look, too good. But for the most part, after being knocked out by Nicholas Walters, trying to play the game of, put it this way, he was playing the game with Nicholas Walters of trying to trade power, and that just was a big mistake. If he would have boxed, he could have had a chance against Nicholas Walters, even though Nicholas Walters was running through divisions. But remember, Nonito Donaire is a multi-division unified champion. At one point in time, he was running through divisions and was pound for pound. So it's not like he's just been losing back to back. He's had, these 2 losses in nearly 4 years. Well, in just over 3 years, because he lost to Nicholas Walters in 2014. The end of 2014. So depending on how you look at it, this is still a big fight. It just doesn't have the same glare as a big fight as it did last year. Now Carl Frampton with his new deal, and with what he's trying to accomplish and being a global superstar, he has plenty of options. And if Nonito Donaire, now that he's not with Top Rank, and there's no political divide, he's with Richard Schaefer, Ringstar Sports, he can really disrupt things and take Cole Frampton's spot in getting the winner of Leo Santa Cruz versus Abner Maris, another video I'm going to do, or he can get the winner of Lee Selby. Hold on, let me zoom in and show you the rankings. I got to update these tomorrow, actually. We update our rankings every month. You have to wait before all the organizations update theirs before you can, do it. But he can get the winner of Lee Selby versus Josh Warrington. You have Oscar Valdez, who's taking on Scott Quigg. If Scott Quigg gets that WBO title, that will put him back in the mix to get a rematch. Then you got Gary Russell Jr., who's fighting a voluntary. I don't know who his voluntary is going to be, and then he's got to fight Jojo Diaz. You have these two are heavily rumored to fight. So both of these guys, when the loss, has a lot of options. But however, the loser, especially if it's Nonito Donaire, his career is in jeopardy. Because people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you're done, you're washed up, you should retire. Compared to Cole Frampton, he'll lose, maybe take a little break off, but then he'll be back, and then he'll say, I've been having trouble with the weight, and I wasn't eating healthy, and things like that. So this is a big fight for multiple reasons for both of these fighters. Especially when it comes to the path of one of these fighters are going to go on to bigger and better things. And a guy like Nonito Donaire has been trying to get guys like Leo Santa Cruz and especially Abner Maris for years now. So Nonito Donaire is not getting, I've noticed, since we first heard this fight was announced, he's not getting enough respect. And I'm thinking well, damn, dude is still legitimately good and he will knock you out. And there's no real handicap here in regards to weight because both of these guys are 122 pounders who are, in my opinion, fighting at 126 because of weight, but really should be fighting at 122. Nonito Donaire said that 122 is where he needed to be, especially after being knocked out by Nicholas Walters, but he's been having issues making the weight, Whatever the case may be. I'm hyped for the fight. It's going to be on April the 21st in the SSE Arena in Belfast. It's likely going to be streamed on Showtime. Could be a midday card. Once again, we're going to be getting to the fight. We're looking for help in any way, shape, or form. And this is not just for this fight. This is for any fight. You can contact us at info@fightview360.com. The email to reach us is right down below in the description box. You have to make sure, obviously, that you're professional and that you tell me, your name, your location, and if you have a Facebook, social media, things like that, and any type of skills or whatever you may have. Because I can't stress to you enough that this is serious business, especially that we're in a new year here at Fight View 360 and TstreeT Controversy. There's no more obstacles or distractions that are stopping us from doing what we have to do. We have a budget. So therefore, if you're worrying about, how my expenses are going to be covered, as long as they're reasonable, for example, I'll cover transportation, and if it's a big enough fight and if you're proven, I'll cover your lodging expenses or whatever the case may be. But remember, you got to be able to fit the script. We're not just saying we're going to be just giving you money and to go to fights. And also make sure, even though we're cool and everything like that, if I don't get back to you right away, understand I am going to get back to you. It's just that we're still getting things together. And for example, a fight like this is not until April, and people think I just sit around all day and these videos are easy to do. Nah, there's a whole lot of stuff behind the scenes that has to be done. So on TstreeT Controversy, this is TstreeT Controversy Live. In my opinion, I feel that Donaire is going to get the upset. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? That's my prediction. We'll talk about it more as the fight builds up. As the fight builds up, of course, there's going to be more and more videos on this fight. This is not the last one. It's probably going to be maybe 10 or more up until April the 22nd after the fight is over. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.